What's up, guys? Smells like Vin here. Now I've come to the realization that my videos are way too fucking long. My last two videos were pushing like 11, 12 minutes, and that's just unnecessary. I tend to ramble a lot. So in this review, I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna say what I have to say, and then just be done with it. So, today I'm gonna be talking about the Smashing Pumpkins' 1991 debut release, Gish. This is a insane album. One of the best albums I've ever heard, and one of my favorite albums of all time. So, the Smashing Pumpkins are, again, I might have said in my Osmo review that I did, that I don't like, labeling bands and kind of trying to fit bands into a genre, because it doesn't matter. If they're good, they're good. I don't give a shit what genre they're from. But I would, if I had to, put the Smashing Pumpkins into alternative rock genre. And I like their early 90s stuff a lot. Very unique, very different from, Nirvana and Pearl Jam and the kind of grunge scene. I don't see why people say that they have grunge roots. Not roots, but, they have grunge influence. I don't hear that, but, now Gish is unlike anything the band ever did, and probably ever will do. Again, because Gish has a somewhat psychedelic flavor to it, and that's brought out in songs like Siva, Rhinoceros, Crush, Window Plane, and then you get that really dirty kind of hard rock sound, like songs Siva 2, I Am One, Tristessa, Bury Me, stuff like that. And I actually wrote an essay on this album like a week ago, and I'm gonna do a presentation after my exams are done in my school. So I've been listening to the album a lot since I had to in order to put a good, a decent essay together. So I figured I'd do a review of it. Now, the producer for this album was Butch Vig, who, if you're a big fan of Nirvana, you probably know that, I'm not a huge Nirvana fan, but you probably know that he mixed Nevermind. And this album has pristine production. It's great. You hear the bass, the drums, everything's up front and perfect. I'm not sure I'm sure I've listened to a lot of other albums with Butch Vig as the producer. I just don't know about it. So the production is good. Like I said, nothing's pushed back. The bass is really up front, which is one of, I think, the album's strong points, so good there. The flow of the album is also really good. The album mixes hard rock and soft rock perfectly. There are songs that are just straight relaxing, like Crush. There are songs that are just hard rock and heavy, like I Am One. And then there are songs that start out really kind of psychedelic and slow and relaxing and slow-paced, and then just explode, like Rhinoceros, Snail, stuff like that. And another thing I like about this album is Billy Corgan, guitarist, vocalist of Smashing Pumpkins, said that this album was very spiritual sounding. And I'd agree with that point very much. His lyrics are mature, his lyrics are interesting, they don't come off as whiny, they're relatable, and anyone can get into them. And I think his lyrics and his overall emotion really shines in this album, so lyrics get an A+ for me too. And overall, debut records kind of have a tendency not to be bad, but to be not up to the band's full potential. And Gish is the opposite of that. Gish, for a debut record, it doesn't sound like a debut record. It's not like, I don't know, what's an example of like a debut record? Like Maiden's debut record, Iron Maiden. I know that has nothing to fucking do with the Smashing Pumpkins, but that was the first thing that popped in my head. The production sucks. It's rough. You know what I mean? But it has a appealing quality to it. Gish, on the other hand, is polished. It's like near perfection, and I think that's what's so appealing about it. It doesn't have too many flaws. Some songs that I'm not too big on: Suffer and Daydream. Daydream, bassist Darcy sings it, and she has a beautiful voice, I will admit, and it is a catchy song, but it's kind of just like a catchy little jingle, and I don't really think it was necessary for the album. And Suffer, I just don't like. I've never been a huge fan of that song. Again, not bad, just not my, not my favorite. Anything else? That's it. The Smashing Pumpkins are an incredible band, and if you're trying to get into them, I would highly, highly, highly suggest starting with Gish. I'm like, when I talk about this album, to be honest, I kind of don't know what to say. It's the only album that puts me in a mood when I listen to it. It's not the only album that does that, but if I'm in a bad mood, listening to this album makes me happy. And I can't really think of too many other albums. I only have a handful of albums that do that for me. And Gish is an incredible album. It's psychedelic, it's emotional, it's driving in some songs, it's relaxing, it's everything you can want in a rock album, alternative rock album, Pumpkins album, and just an album altogether. So I'm going to have to give Gish a 9.8, which is an extremely high score. The only reason I took off 2 points is because those 2 songs I don't particularly care for, but that really doesn't make a difference in my overall enjoyment and just love. I adore this record, and I think if you guys check it out, you will too. So, yep, I managed to keep it under, like, fucking an hour long, like my previous reviews. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, please comment. Commenting is kind of what gives me ideas for other videos and stuff like that. Tell me what I did wrong, tell me what I did right, tell me what you think of this amazing album if you've heard it. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, guys.